Yo. Welcome to Peach Street Podcast. This is Smokey Lonjas.
Mr. Loa here, guys. What's going on?
What's going on? So, right now, you'll probably see shadows behind us. We got the light right here. We're at the alley con unos tecatos right now. I just kidding. No, just kidding. So, we're La Tejana. She's closed right now, but she let us borrow the backyard. So, we're having a small conversation before we started this. But before we start with the conversation, the topic, we're gonna speak about the Pecos band. They got
Definitely.
eighth place in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Yeah, I guess it was a band for all. No, like there was a lot of bands there, like 20 some bands.
Yeah, there was a lot of bands. I saw clips on Snapchat, on Facebook, and man, they were long. Actually, there was a lot of bands there. I mean, you can see the marching band, you can
Yeah.
see everything. And I believe like whenever the band was over, first session, the New Mexico State band performs in halftime. I guess you could say that's their halftime, and then they select who made it to the next round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they select who made it to the next round, to the finals, to perform again, and then that's when the judges really judge on your performance. So yeah, Pecos, congratulations! I got
Eighth place, man.
eighth place. I mean, that's not bad, man. You're
Yeah.
competing against 5A, 6A school, and the reason I say this because my son was there too,
Okay.
and he's in a 6A school, and they were competing against 4, 5, and 6A school.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that's
They
cool.
didn't place; they got eliminated right away. So
That goes to tell you what the Pecos band, where they stand, man. That's badass.
yeah.
That's good. Hey, also, what else? The football team lost, man, right?
The Pecos Eagles, yes, they lost against
Yeah,
Seminole.
yeah.
I guess it was 56-13.
Damn, but Seminole's good, man. I gotta
Yeah.
give it to them, man. They're playing teams. They're like real good. So I know they have a tough schedule, man. But come on, Pecos. Like we believe in you, man. You guys started off good, so I think you guys will bounce back.
You as a coach, man, if you were a coach and you know you're losing
Right.
by 3 touchdowns, do you believe give the second starter a chance and maybe
Nah, well,
they can impact on trying to stop them? Because I mean, you're losing already by 3
Right.
touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but still, you're still seeking that W, man. So I think I don't think it would be a good idea. I would put in second string like if you're blowing out a team. You know what I mean? Like if you're up 60 like to 10.
No, but what about losing?
No, losing. I don't
They're
think. I
losing.
don't,
I mean, like they lost 56 to
right.
13.
Nah,
You know, I mean, you
wouldn't.
can't catch up from that.
Nah, but still, man. I think you'd have to give your first starters like the all the time you can, so they can get used to playing teams like that. In case they face another team just as good, they know what it feels like to be in the moment with that kind of quality of players. Um, I think the only time you would ever put in the youth, like even the NFL does it, whenever you have a blowout, you put the second string, knowing the other team can't catch up. Like Seminole could have put it in their second string and say finish the game for the next quarter. I don't think Pecos can beat us because their defense is that good.
Well, I mean, there's times in the NFL they're losing really ugly. For example, like Miami, they beat
Oh yeah,
the
like 70 to 20.
70-20, right?
Denver,
Of
right?
course,
It's a blowout.
you're not gonna keep Russell Wilson there as a
Right.
starter
He's
because
gonna get hurt.
I mean, I mean, shit. I mean, you're already losing 70-0. You cannot catch up from that, So they
Right.
put the second string quarterback. That's
To
what I'm
get some
just saying.
reps.
Yeah, to get some reps. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, yeah,
don't you believe like if you're winning
but that's the
56,
NFL
56, 56, 13, I mean, there's no point. You can't catch up,
though.
but
Right,
like
I
don't hurt
think
your players by
right.
trying to catch up.
Yeah, so I think the idea there was, well, let's put my second string to face that defense and let me see what he can do against that defense. And if he scores, then I know Russell's your job's up. He might take you starting. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think that's what maybe he did it to see if he could. If he could, I'm gonna let him go in. If he can score against Miami's defense, they've been kicking our ass. Uh, then I have a better quarterback and second string than my
Yeah.
first because Russell got blown out. You know what I mean? Like big time, they got stopped. So, well, not really because I mean he put up 23 points, but I'm just saying like if he was to bring him back and catch him up, then
Yeah.
what happened here? Like and that would be a miracle. But that's when you realize like, oh man, my job's on the chopping block now. But I don't know, man. I mean, I guess it depends on the coach what he feels, man. If he
Got it.
went in thinking we might lose, get blown out, then I'm gonna give these guys a chance. Then, but I don't think any coach goes into a game thinking they're gonna lose. They're trying to win it.
It's
But I mean,
true.
it's crazy. It is kind of
That's
crazy.
true.
Good question, man. What would you guys do, man? If you're a coach and that happened, what would you do?
a coach, or I mean, or even a parent view. You know, your son might be a starter, and will you let your son rest so you can give the backup some reps, or maybe if you're the parent who your son's a backup and will you want to see him play, especially if he's a senior. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
you want to see him play,
Yeah, yeah,
but you guys let us know. Let us know. You know where to put the comments. Put the comments on YouTube.
yeah,
And like I said, we always read them, and then we
yeah,
always
yeah, man,
send shout
definitely.
outs whenever we get a chance.
Hey, talking about that, man, go watch that video with the Pecos Bills we put up, guys. That's a lot of good information for the people that don't know, man, about the Pecos Bills, the new baseball team coming to Pecos,
The
man.
minor league. Yeah,
Minor league, man. I think we were talking about that a minute ago, man. They already posted some of the
jerseys.
jerseys, the stuff that you guys can buy for the team, and they're looking good, man. I like the colors.
Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah.
gonna get one, man. And but yeah, go check it out, man. Go check out their page, pecosbills.com.
And at the same time, we're having kickball coming back up again.
Definitely, man.
If y'all don't
Definitely.
got nothing else to do, and meanwhile y'all waiting for the baseball team, y'all can come watch us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, man. What else? Also, man, the Cheers Posse, man, they're gonna do a cook off.
Yeah,
I think next week, man. This weekend coming up, man. October 6th, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have a cook off, man, here at the Rotogram, man. So guys, if you haven't signed up, go sign up, man. Hopefully, man, I
It's
can get
been
out there.
happening for years,
Yeah, that's a
years.
tradition
It's a tradition that's been going
since I
for
was young. Yeah,
years,
so
since I was in high school that I
that's
know.
actually the original cook off at
Yes,
Pecos. Cyclone, they just did a new one, but this one's like
the
the
original
original cook
where
off.
every first week of October
Yeah,
they had a cook off, and trust me, it used to be
super
packed.
pack. That's the one you want to be
But
in,
then
man.
little by little, I guess you could say, I mean, everybody wants to host a cook off, and
Yeah,
I don't got nothing against it, right? But that's the original cook off, so
yeah. So
come
yeah,
join.
definitely, man. I'm gonna try to be out there, try to interview some of you guys, man. If you're gonna do one, let us know, man, so we can go talk to you guys. Tell us what that kind of cook-off means to you guys, knowing it has history behind it, and
and
maybe
give
talk to
me
some of the judges.
some ribs,
Some ribs, some free ribs, some chicken too.
right?
Try that salsa. Can I take
Yeah,
it to go? No, it's played, man. But yeah, man. Guys, like I know, like we're gonna try to get back on this, man, on this like train we got off, man. Try to do 2 videos a week if we can. I know we've been slacking, to be honest, but we've had other things, going on, man. Kickball, our jobs, and but hopefully we're gonna try to do it again. Go back to the same like we used to, guys. Bring a lot more videos, more content. We're gonna try to see if we can get some girls on here so we can talk, maybe about relationships. Like certain things, the topics people want to hear. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because we had spoken to friends, I guess you can say friends, and they bring conversations like, man, y'all should talk about this. Y'all should talk about the
Relationships and stuff.
relationship. That's
Yeah,
one of the main one that they want us to talk about.
yeah.
And
Well, we can't do it just a guy's perspective. We have to have a girl on here, man.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that was one thing that I wanted to come up and bring up here because one of the things they say, hey, why do guy cheat,
yeah,
and they don't appreciate the woman, right? And like I said, there's a lot of different scenarios for it. I
yeah,
mean,
definitely.
if a man brings income and the woman doesn't, maybe it can be that's the reason, or maybe because the woman makes more money than the man does, and he feels less on the man, and so he goes to a different woman who is on his level,
Right.
or oil field people. I guess you can say oil field guys. They have their wife back at home, like Louisiana, Mississippi, and there you go. They're living like a double life.
I
That
saw a
can,
video like that the
yeah,
other
they
day,
can
bro.
be. It can be different scenarios about it. So we're trying to let people know, like, okay, well, we gotta hear your scenario. Like, what is it? Like, you
Well, their
know,
point of view, like, because us as guys, we're gonna say what we feel like, but it's not like, I guess, like it wouldn't, like, in a way, be fair to them because it's like, well, give us a voice. You guys are just stating y'all's opinion, but let a woman say it. You know what I mean? So that's why we say we'd rather have somebody on that'll be willing to talk about that, man, and just have a good conversation about it. It's nothing, no big deal, like, but just have a conversation about it, see what's their point of view, what they think so from a woman's perspective, and then we'll say it from a man's perspective. And then I think it'll be a pretty good topic, man. You know,
it'll be an awesome topic.
definitely, man. And
That can be on our next show.
yeah,
Let us
definitely.
know. Like, what is it? What is it that you have? Maybe you've been cheated, or and it goes both way, male or female.
I think that's gonna be a hot topic, to be honest.
And for me, I mean, it doesn't bug me. I mean,
No, I mean, it's just a topic, regardless. But
it's
I'm
a
saying, like,
topic. You
I
know,
know
it's
a
just
lot of
we're not
feelings and
we're not making
emotions.
shot fires
Yeah,
at no
nobody,
one. You
man.
know,
It's just a
it's just
conversation.
it's a conversation that me and Laura were having earlier before we started this, and we had said, man,
Well, actually, we were talking to some friends, right?
yeah.
And then they asked the question, but it's
And
just
the
kind of like,
question was why,
yeah,
why,
why?
right? But we kept
Yeah,
saying
but we like I said, we don't want to get into it till we have somebody on here because
depending like the society now 2023,
yeah,
you know,
definitely.
compared to how it used to be back then in the
Like,
1980s 1990s, where
yeah.
she probably even later than that, like in the 1970s
You know
1960s, you
what, man?
know,
That should be a good. Yeah, that should be a podcast.
how it is nowadays.
What's the
And
difference with back in the day when our parents, as relationship wise, how it used to be compared to nowadays? What is the main difference? Is what has changed?
a lot has changed.
Definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like
And
so
why?
it has changed so much because it's now, like I say, back then the wives used to put up with the drunkenness of a man, right? And right now you can't even take one beer because right away somebody there catches you on Facebook or Snapchat, and there you go. By the time you get home, yeah, ya te están los divorce papers already waiting for you. Yeah.
I told you half a beer, you drank it all.
Yeah, yeah,
Divorce.
yeah. No, you know what? Go back. Go finish what you were doing.
Finish the six
Yeah,
pack.
go finish the six pack, right? And back then, like I said, in the 1980s and the 1970s, 60s, whatever it was, you know, there was like llegaban pedos y todavía les hacían comida. You know, they were still eating food. They had menudo ready for them. It's,
Yeah,
nowadays, it's not like
that
that
was
now.
real love. That was
Yeah,
real love.
man, I guess you can say, how did it get like that? Like how? Why did it change? What happened that transitions
Yeah.
changed? Like, and I'm not saying okay, we should go back to old ways. No, no, I'm not saying none of that. But
I just
it's
think a relationship should go back to being 50-50, you know. But then again, that's just my opinion. Everybody goes through different scenarios, guys, in the relationship. So everybody, that's why I say it's important to have somebody else here that can give the women's perspective
like we
because
were saying another thing. How we were saying another thing also can be money.
money can have a lot of
Money
influence
can cause that as well.
as
Like
well. Yeah, definitely.
that you want to live a certain life, but you can't.
You know the big. I think the biggest. Sometimes a lot of people like when it comes to money, man, is that you make more money than me, or he'll make more money than her, or vice versa. You know, and a lot of times it's like, damn, like the guy when a woman makes more than a guy, man, it kind of like brings him down, and he gets pissed off
Yeah,
because
less than a man.
yeah, it makes him feel less than a man. So and just a lot, it's emotions, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of things to a relationship. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's a good topic, but it's gonna bring up a lot of like
So don't
sensitive
stay quiet.
topics.
Hopefully, y'all keep sharing this.
Yeah, man, stay
Like
tuned, man.
because
Definitely.
we really want to comment us on Facebook. Even if you don't want to comment because you don't want your name to come out on Facebook, message us private. Me,
Yeah, just leave a
Loa,
comment like
a private,
yeah,
even
the
a
peach.
private. Send them a private.
Send us a message on the Peachtree Messenger. That's private, and we'll see it and we'll read it and we'll just
Yeah,
bring it up. If you guys think that's a good topic, send us some questions about it, like things that we should ask to the other person. You know what I
maybe
mean?
you send that, we can read it, and when we come back again and do the talk about this topic,
Yeah, we won't give up
we
names
can
or anything.
ask we
Anonymous.
can ask people around and be like, hey man, this is what this person said.
Yeah,
You agree or disagree, you know,
yeah.
or you know, anything. It's something that we can talk
We'll
about.
ask random people, like just walk up to me. I got a question. Wanna so why whatever. I've seen you guys have seen those YouTube videos, man. Guys walking up to random people and asking them questions about a relationship, and we can get different opinions from different people. We can get it from older people that went lived in the 70s, 80s. That era where a relationship was like this to like the new generation.
Yeah,
What's the difference? Like you'll see the difference between the old generations and the new generations, where their mind stands. On the relationship. That'd be
yeah.
good. Also, man, football wise, man, all our
Football.
teams are 2-1, bro. The Lions,
Yes,
Cowboys, and the Steelers, bro.
2-1, two
Two
and
and one,
one.
bro. What's going on,
Who's
man?
gonna go to the Super Bowl?
Bro, man, you definitely, man. Hey,
Yeah.
y'all's game, man, was good, bro. Y'all's Lions game. You were over
Yeah.
there, right?
No. I was there the
Oh,
weekend
the week
before,
before. That's right.
the weekend before that.
Yeah, yeah. So, man, what did you think about your game?
We're 0-14 and one tie. I never seen them win. I never seen them win. And not a good feeling, right? Not a good feeling. But one day I will see them win, man.
Hey, man.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the Cowboys. What about do you think about the Cowboys? Everybody was pissed off at Dak, man.
Well, you can't blame it on Dak. I'm telling you, everybody, you cannot blame it on Dak. Yes, he lost three starters of offensive line. He lost I believe, the center, the two guards. They were starters, so he was playing with backup of offensive line.
Right.
It Dak really sucked. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I just think he's all right. I don't think he's elite. I don't think he's up there with the rest of the quarterback.
So you feel like he's like they have him up here, but he don't really.
Yes,
belong
he's
there.
not up there. He's just an average person. He's just an average quarterback. He's just a person who's gonna keep it steady, keep it close game.
Yeah.
That's the way I see with Dak.
Okay. What about well, uh, the Steelers, man. The Steelers. I didn't watch the game. You watched it, man. Because, like I said, I'm not. I don't really like to watch the games, man. Because I feel like I'm gonna jinx them. Because I expect so much out of them, man. And you can ask anybody, like my sister, and then they watch me watch the games. I get into it and I get mad, bro. I start cussing and I start like
Yeah.
getting crazy. So I'd rather like not watch it. Yeah, you know that's a train.
Yes, that's the train
awesome.
passing right behind us.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the reason why I don't really watch the games, man. A lot too because you can't get the games over here. You know what I mean? They usually get all the Cowboy games, man, because they're local, the state. But hopefully, man, like I don't know. I have great expectations for them.
It's since we're talking about football, man. I guess my Facebook been blowing up on that Kelsey and Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, man, they were going
Crazy. And then they show how they get Taylor Swift off the suite because I guess there's people lined up trying to take pictures, paparazzi, I guess you can call it.
Definitely, man.
And they bring her out in a popcorn.
Hey,
there's a big popcorn,
and they're dragging around
and
the box.
they're dragging the box out.
They're saying that
And
she's in there.
she's
But
in
she
there.
wasn't
She's
in
in there.
there.
She's in there. Are you sure?
Yes, because there was a video that came out where he's literally walking with him, holding hands, walking out, but under a tunnel. Like they're coming out a different way. So people expected, I guess, Taylor Swift to be in that popcorn box,
Yeah.
right? Because they say that they've taken her out in other situations like that, out of a building, right? She's hidden in something like that. But nah, man, there was a video actually where she's.
Are
walking
you
out
guys
locker
really
room.
diehard of Taylor Swift? Like, I mean,
Hey,
if I
man,
see her, I
no.
wouldn't be like,
There's a-
"Oh, Taylor!"
There's
Like,
a
no,
video,
I
dude,
don't.
where
Like,
this guy shows his sisters they didn't know that he's Kansas City fan, right? Obviously, the family is, and he's showing them, hey, look, Taylor Swift's with him, and there the girl sees that and starts like losing her crap, dude, like oh my god, and like the dad's there with her. That's his daughters. They're like, he's like, what the hell's going on? Like he's like freaking out, like what happened? What's wrong? And then she shows the other sister. The other sister starts screaming. Then they show the other sister, and she starts going crazy. And the dad the whole time is like, "What the hell is going on?" You know, like
yeah,
how like they were screaming like if something bad had happened, like some chaos. But it was just that they just announced a relationship that they're together, and they were told. Yeah, I think like the Taylor's the Swift fans, man, they're crazy, bro.
that's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
I
They're
guarantee you,
super fans.
she will come to Beckles and she would just live
Yeah,
a
all the
normal
girls go
life.
crazy,
You
bro.
think so?
I think so.
I think that she would live a normal life.
Well,
I mean,
nah, man. But you gotta understand, she's like a super like celebrity, man. She writes her own music. She's like an all out artist, bro. Like she's like
I guess everybody has their
Great.
different type of music. I guess
Yeah.
I would say I would go crazy like if I saw Daddy Yankee, right?
yeah, there you
Right.
go.
Yeah, I guess you could say Daddy
You
Yankee.
got Bad Bunnies in the key. You be going
Oh,
crazy.
cállate,
cállate.
Bad Bunny of shit. I would be sitting right here. Ooh.
Don't leave, bro.
Pinche Bad Bunny, little fat bunnies. Yeah.
Oh
Gee,
my
yeah.
God,
No, it will go crazy. Yeah, like that. I guess you could say yeah.
Yeah, I
guess-
mean, it depends if you like their music, man. You admire the person.
you
who
know
they are.
why? Because I think whenever Marvin Jones,
Right.
the football player, he shook my hand.
Yeah.
He shook my hand. I was wearing his jersey, and then I was wearing the Predator, right, and everything. I lifted up, And I said, Marvin Jones, look. Put it down. He looks at it. Literally he's looking at it, and then he sees I like it, right? And I say, shake my hand, and he comes, bro. He does come to me, and he shakes my hand, and then
Yeah.
I looked at my wife, and I said, babe, she just
You just
he
shook
shook
my
my
hand.
hand.
Hey, you know what it is? It's the energy, bro. They give you, man. That so like when I met Ronda Rousey, bro, at
Oh,
Stripes,
yeah, stripes.
dude. When I looked at her, man, I was kind of like at first I was just like normal person because everybody kept looking at her. I'm like, who is she, right? Till I clicked and I came back inside. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Ronda Rousey, bro, the UFC champion. Yeah. When I went in there, man, and I took the picture with her, bro, it just the energy, the vibe they have, bro, it's just kind of like kind of feel it.
Yeah,
So it gets you all hyped up, bro. So imagine, man, like she's at the top of her game. She's a great person. Like, wow, you get to meet somebody that, because I guess it's like the standard. You know what I'm saying? Like with
yeah,
celebrity, bro. Like what they carry with them, the stars, the fame. That's like the it person. That's like hanging out with somebody that we admire as friend.
yeah,
Has everything going for them. You want to be with them all the time because you want someone to rub off you and shit.
yeah,
So I think that's what it is with celebrities. You hope that some of what they have rubs off on you. You know what I mean? Like, so I can feel just as good as them. You know, I think that's what it is, man. To be honest, you know, we always want to. We see ourselves. What if that was me? Like,
yeah.
imagine you were Bad Bunny. Like, God damn, you'd be like traveling the world and shit. You know, like so.
Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, bro. I mean, if we were in the NFL, think about it. If you were in the NFL, hearing that crowd roaring your name every time. I mean, every time you get scored a touchdown.
Imagine on my bye week, hey, you're gonna have to do a speech to the Pickers Eagles.
Hey,
There
talking
you
about
go.
that, man. Try to hear about Ray Lewis going to be in
Oh yeah,
Andrews.
Ray Lewis is gonna be
In
in
Andrews, bro.
Andrews, Texas.
Gonna give a speech out there,
Yeah,
man. That's pretty cool. If you guys got time, go check that out, man. That's a legend right there.
yeah, he is.
Legend, bro. But
I know.
yeah, other than that, man, Pistol Pete couldn't make it, guys. He got
Yes,
caught up at work, man. He wanted to be here so bad, but he wasn't able, man. He was waiting on parts, and it was damn really. That's why it's kind of late right now, guys, because we're waiting up on him, man, and he wasn't able to make it. Al fin. But man, hopefully next time we have him, want to hear his opinion on the relationship stuff, man, and we're gonna see who we can bring on. We got an extra mic, see who we can bring on that's willing to talk about it.
another thing, man. I want you to. Hopefully, I can answer, but why are you checking your kids out? Because you don't want to stay on the line. You
At
know,
the
you don't want to
school.
stay on the line in the school. You go and check out your kids out, and guess what?
It's Friday,
It's
man.
wait till Friday at least. Hombre, güey, en un
Well,
pinche Tuesday.
so the next on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, during the week.
Remember I told you I
Oh,
was
that's right.
yeah.
That's right. I thought it was just on Fridays.
No, yeah. People, I get it. You know, you want to do it Friday because you got to go somewhere,
Hey, do
something,
you
right?
think?
Pero
But do you think like? I mean, you've seen the lines, so you know, like. Yeah, I mean, in the morning, dropping them off is a big
no,
old.
I just believe. I hope like the school can let the kids at least go to a certain sections where they
Nah,
can
but
drop out. They can walk the kids and like, hey, do
like they
you
used
belong?
to.
Yes, yes,
Like
yes,
I know
yes.
over there.
Because I guess they're making them like eventually if they're making them like, literally stay in the line till you go get them, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it
crazy. I
does.
know. Don't get me wrong. I've seen the lines. Yes, they're long. I get it. I get it. They're long. But I just believe like the school should allow the kids to go to a certain corner and be like, hey, pick up the kids over here, and then go to a different
Like
like
certain teachers, certain sections.
third grade over here, second grade over here, fourth grade over here, however the
I think
grades
that's how
are,
it used to
right?
be.
But no, it's all in one. All the grades in
One area.
one area.
That's why it's such a cluster, man. Everybody trying to get in there and waiting, and then by the time the kid gets on, and they drive out, and the traffic getting out, cars going and coming. It's yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe they need to
Because
rethink
I
that.
just feel like checking your kids. Yeah,
That's probably why it's probably faster.
yeah.
Go and park
I
somewhere,
mean,
walking,
I
getting
can
them,
see
and
it's
walking off.
faster, but I guess you can say I feel like every minute counts that child could have learned.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's good. It's a good point of view, man.
That's what I see it,
Yeah,
right? Especially now that technology is taking over the kids.
AI, man.
You know,
AI.
it's taking over the kids, and there you go. You don't learn nothing from the teacher because it's like, okay, they're checking me out.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, maybe we get somebody up from the school come on and talk about that. Maybe give them a better like point of view. of like
Yeah.
how it should run. If they're gonna try to change something, or maybe that'd be a good conversation with somebody like that from the teacher. Hey man, you get a lot of people talking about that. He can give his point of view. Well, yeah, we're working on it, or that way the community knows what's going on. And they
Yeah.
might change it. You never know, man. It's the beginning of the year, so it's still fresh. So first time, new schools, new system. So I'm pretty sure that eventually they'll get it together and they'll figure out.
So I don't have any kids here, right? But I'm just gonna like now going to school here, right? But to the dropping off,
But the
isn't
one
it, isn't
is
it, isn't
you got to
it
be there early, man.
to
I
drop
drop
them
off my
off?
kids. Yeah, I drop off my kids pretty much all the schools that both well except for the new one. I have them all already over here. The new one by Savala, the new one, and I got drop off Crockett High School and then Savala. So
So are the lines long?
yes, so
También.
I would recommend, man, if you're gonna drop off your kids in the morning, man, don't be don't come drop them off later than 7:20, man, because by then I hear all the lines catching up. If you can get in there like from 7 to 7:20, you have no waiting time. You just get in and out, because they haven't put out the cones, so you can drop them off. But
So in New Braunfels, okay, that's where my daughter goes to school. They have two lanes, just the way they have it here in Pecos, and then they have a teacher on this end, and then you have the teacher on the school in front of the school, and they'll drop off, boom, 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 boom. Right? They had like 10 cars over here, 10 cars over here. Everybody gets off, they walk, and then they go. Right? They all get released.
uh,
While they're getting released, here comes a new next 10 new cars. Then all the kids will cross,
yeah, I remember you talked about it last time.
and then that's how they do it. Now on the picking up, I never pick up my daughter because usually she walks home because we live right across.
Right,
But the line it is long.
right.
I have no clue how they pick them up. I don't know. They
Well,
cross
here
half of students
they
over
have two
here, and
lanes,
then
bro.
yeah, but turns into one.
Yeah, I think that's the mistake.
Like that's the mistake where I think it turns into one,
Right,
and instead of having them,
both going. But I guess you have to have a teacher standing there making sure, like,
okay, so I can do this in high school. I know in high school what they do over there is like I said, kind of like the same, and then of course it turns into one when they're leaving.
you'd have to have two teachers on each
Once
side, opening doors, and then
that's what they do.
they stop. They stop. They have one stopping the traffic. They let the 10 go at the same time, get them out, and then the other teacher pushes the next 10, then stop the other traffic, and then all those 10 kids get off, and then I'm gonna 10 at a time. You know what I mean? Get them all out. Because I think when you turns 2 to 1, it just everybody's trying to fight each other to get in.
So I already mentioned how many kids are going late to school. Then
I'm pretty sure a lot of them. I know sometimes my one of my kids, I drop her off late, but it's because she takes forever to get ready. They lazy, man. Kids nowadays, they don't want to do nothing, bro. Like, especially mine. I'm not gonna lie. I think everybody when they're young, they're lazy. I was lazy when I was young, man. I didn't want to get there on time.
man,
It wasn't cool to get there on time.
it was crazy, man. Back then we used to drink on Sunday and then go to school on Monday, todo hangover.
It's you, not me.
That was me.
I was a saint.
We used to
Oh,
hang
man.
out. We used to play
But-
basketball on Sundays at the Maxi Park.
Yeah.
And
And
then-
we were always out, man. Kids back then
Yeah.
were always out. I was always out with my friends throwing the football, man. There was not a weekend that I was not out with my friends unless we went out of town. But if I was in town, I was calling up my friends. Hey, what you doing? Come over, bro. Let's do the football. All right. And let's go. Over now, we're playing Madden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're always doing something, man. But yeah, times are different, man, obviously. But like I said, guys, we have a lot more to talk about, man, in the next one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, man. It was a short, quick one. But we're gonna, as you can tell, man, we have a lot of things to say, a lot of topics
With
to
a
talk about.
relationship, don't
Yeah.
forget it. Answer it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want to put it up there and your name, just message us on Messenger.
Yeah, start throwing questions at us because that's
And
gonna be
just
the next
say-
one.
Just say how did it feel and everything. Like I said, we're he sees different ways. I see different ways. Peter
Everybody
sees
sees
different
different.
ways.
Yeah,
And like I said, we're not shooting shot at nobody.
yeah.
And
This is
that's
a topic.
there'll
Guys.
be a topic at next one that we're coming up. So
This episode of the P Street Podcast was brought to you by Blitz Services LLC. Reach out to Ralph and Richard Lujan for all your electrical needs.